Hi, Planet X viewers. This is Tom Curran, and this is my wife, Makeda. We're stepping in as your guest host to bring you this week's show. Hang with us for the action right here on the wild world, Planet X.
I like the other one better.
I can't. Planet X has always been a TV resource to break new talent and faces. The show's new feature, Operation Exposure, or OpX for short, showcases future stars. Let's go to Planet X's own Bob Babbitt for this week's OpX profile.
Thanks, guys. Our local ripper this week is Ryan Adams. In addition to being a gourmet chef in a San Diego hotspot named Calypso Cafe, Ryan rules the half pipe. Let's check out this kid who can really cook.
My name is Ryan Adams, 21 years old. I'm from Boise, Idaho. Moved up to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And now I'm down here in San Diego skateboarding.
How long have you been here?
Been down here for 3 years. I skateboard and I cook at a restaurant, and that's pretty much my life. We need it now! Let's go! Back up!
Who's barking?
Oh, that's my doggy.
What's his name?
Those are the dog. He's black and bad.
Well, it's too late, 'cause I'm so tired. My mind is swollen. Well, it's too late.
That's it, skateboarding just for fun. That's all it's about.
Let's go to Bob Babbitt, who will explain how you can get involved with Planet X.
This is Planet X. Planet X.
Hey, Planet X viewers, Bob Babbitt here. How would you like to become part of Planet X? It's easy. Just send us some of your action video today. And you never know, next week we might be introducing you as a new star of Planet X.
Send your tapes to 184 North Coast Highway 101, Suite B, Encinitas, California, 92024.
When we come back, we are going to the Planet X Summer Games in Australia. So stay tuned.
Another year, and you haven't made it to film festivals like Sundance, Toronto, or Cannes. Now you don't have to. The Independent Film Society brings you the film festival experience, and you won't even have to stand in line for a ticket. Attend exclusive events with filmmakers and other Film Society members. Join the Independent Film Society today. Experience the exciting world of independent films. Check us out at independentfilmsociety.org. Find out more and join today.
My name is Tony Hawk. Welcome to my world.
Music from and inspired by Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, featuring music personally chosen by Tony Hawk. Plus, a bonus CD-ROM of never-before-seen footage, a special look at Tony's trademark 900 trick, along with an exclusive preview of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 game, and more. Music from and inspired by Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, a 2-disc set of music and exclusive Tony Hawk footage. Available now.
Welcome back to Planet X.
Now it's time to head down under to Melbourne, Australia for this week's coverage of the Planet X Summer Games.
The only international competitor in this women's freeride final on the water right now, Yoshiko Tosaki, getting set for her first run, coming in nice and hard on the hillside edge.
Well, the first time she's been in Melbourne, Yoshiko kicking it off there with a big old tantrum to start with. On the toe side right now, backs it up with a front side back roll, currently ranked number 4 on the Japan Tour, and a very, very smooth rider so far.
Looks like she's getting herself set for this kicker ramp. She's going to have a good old dig at this one. Comes off the top. Oh, nice. A toe side back roll, but can't quite ride it away. Mick, she's definitely got the guts to give it a shot here. Comes off the top nicely, just leaning back a little bit. Gets ahead of the rope, sinks into the water, can't quite ride it away.
Yeah, not scared at all. Obviously sporting the helmet for a reason. The front side back roll right there, and did take a big digger here on Victorian Harbour.
Yoshiko Tosaki not at all scared as she comes back in. Here it is, the tantrum. That's what she opened with. Took it out in the flats. A very good opener to that pass.
As I said, a smooth rider. Watch how smooth the transition is. Up for the front side back roll and sticking that one like it's a walk in the park.
On top of the water now, coming in for her first run, Robin Warren getting herself set on the hillside edge.
Starts off with a nice indie grab right there. Smart riding for Robin Warren, checking out the wake and getting used to the conditions before she cranks it up, and it's time to go right now. Sticks the Scarecrow out into the flats. The 1998 Extreme Games gold medalist on the water right now. The third trick, a massive back roll. Everything huge so far for Robin Warren.
Yeah, not holding back, mixing it up. She's got inverts all the way down this line. There's the half cab, reaches down and grabs the boot on the way around, and got time for one more trick at the end of this first pass.
Nice indie grab right there, really tweaking it out, showing that style for Robin Warren. Check out how big she goes. This is the first invert, the Scarecrow out into the flats.
Yeah, taking it large out there, and Robin Warren coming back the other way with the back roll once again, way past that second wake. Good couple of runs there for Robin Warren.
Mixing it up here, getting the grab on with the 180. No problem right there. One double up to come for Robin Warren.
Getting herself set on the hillside edge, having a big dig, hits the second roller. Oh, huge off the top. Big back roll for Robin Warren. That is an absolutely enormous run. That is going to put her in a good position.
Yeah, that was huge. Getting booted off the top of the double up and sticking that one without a problem. 2 perfect passes for the 1998 gold medalist. She wants to get another gold medal under her belt. Will this be enough for Robin Warren?
The final result saw Australia's Robin Warren get the gold after her huge double-up trick.
I started doing stuff on the water when I was 3, and then I got into wakeboarding when I was 15.
That one there called the whirly bird.
I used to water ski a lot. Wakeboarding came around, and one of the companies actually called me up and said, "Hey, you want a board?" Gave me a board, and I've been with them ever since. Going big is the most intense, you know. Yeah, I can go out there and watch a real technical trick and know that, wow, that was hard, but for everyone else, when you see someone go big and just have a perfect landing, that's intense. I've broken some bones, and every time you do that, man, I've I'm like a mental case. I broke my ankle this year. I was a mental case for a long time. After you break something, you're just nervous about every time out there. Fear is reality. It's like the adrenaline that drives every one of these athletes, I think. Going into every jump, whether you've done it 30, 40, 100 times, there's still a fear factor, and that's what motivates you to do it again and do it even better that time, just so you can win the gold. I think just kind of sitting back and taking in the last 5 years, traveling the world and looking at all that is incredible. To get on the front end of these extreme sports is the best thing to do because you can watch it grow and you can ride the wave. I'm 25 now and sometimes I think I'm on borrowed time, but you do good, you know, every now and again, and it starts going, all right, I guess I gotta keep doing this. As long as I can, for sure.
That was great action, Tom.
Let's see what's coming up next right here on the wild world of Planet X.
Jason Lazo, I'm going around the track. Woo! Long Beach Grand Prix, we are going fast.
Singing fast and singing with the right tone. Run that ride, but never head down. Waiting for passes
Our Planet X correspondents Rosalind and Jason are at the Long Beach Grand Prix. Let's hit the track for some wild and crazy stuff right here on Planet X.
Zoom, zoom.
everyone is made to break so.
This is Jason Lazo, I'm going around the track. Woo! Long Beach Grand Prix, we are going fast.
Singing fast and singing with the right tone. Run that ride, but never head down. Waiting for passes and nobody knows. We started to follow so the goal goes. I've been
Is this your first year in the race?
First year in the race, yeah. Not my first year behind fast cars, but yeah, first year involved in this race. It's a terrific cause, and plus you get to go out and, you know, drive a couple people into the wall.
All right, this is Jason Rosalind and Goldberg at the Long Beach Toyota Grand Prix. Planet X is Jason and Rosalind, and we're walking behind Mr. Picard.
Actually, Jason's walking behind the real captain.
And I am with Patrick Stewart. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm fine. We just finished our fourth session of the day, fourth and final session of the day, and I'm glad to say I got round the last two without incident.
Very good, very good.
And it was very pleasant.
How's the track to you?
It's feeling better each time that we go round. This morning, it's so unlike the track we trained on. I did some really crazy things,
Some
you know.
extreme stuff, huh?
Just a little, yes. This wall did leap out and hit my car at one point.
It has a tendency to do that.
Before lunch.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of getting familiar with it and familiar with what the car and what you can do, you know. I'm here to enjoy myself and have an experience and not necessarily to be among the winners.
I just went around that track, and that is unbelievable. The sheer
fun,
G-force from the car. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you get so used to that you forget about it after a while.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
And well, it's a wonderful experience.
Now, you said the wall leaped out at you. We know that last year, Mr. Shatner, one of the other leaders of the
predecessor,
right, of the Enterprise, happened to blow 2 engines in his car.
My engine blew up. My engine blew up.
I don't think I've been close to blowing engines, but Bill is a different style of driver. Mr. Shatner, I should say. A very different style of driver from myself. He's impulsive, he's pushy, he's very competitive. You know?
It must get very competitive out there. Well, Mr. Stewart, thank you very much for your time. This is Jason Lazo and Patrick Stewart at the Long Beach Grand Prix.
I started racing when I was 10 years old. Did go-karts for 7 years, then moved to England for 3 years and raced Formula Ford. And I've come back to the States now to launch my IndyCar career. I do a lot of other things to keep me busy, but I'd like to be kept more busy with racing for sure.
Well, you know, I think my whole problem is that I'm still trying to figure out what that other pedal inside the car is. And there's three. I know one makes you go, one makes you slow down, and then there's another one. I don't quite know what that other one is. But I keep pushing it in and nothing seems to happen. But I keep hearing it. Hi, it's Brian Cranston from Malcolm in the Middle, and I think you're watching me on Planet X.
Can I have your attention? Have your attention. You're watching Planet X. You're watching Planet X.
Hey, this is Jason Lazo.
And I'm Rosalind Bradle.
Thanks for joining us with the Motorsport Mayhem up here at the Long Beach Grand Prix.
See you next week.
You're watching Planet X.
When we come back, we're going to the studio with Planet X Editor-in-Chief Bob Babbitt with an interview with an amazing kid named Rudy.
Stay with us right here on the Wild World Planet X.
We take any truck bed, spray it, and you can do this. Line-X.
Welcome back to Planet X. Again, my name is Bob Babbitt, joined by one of my favorite athletes, double amputee, Rudy Garcia Tolson, who runs, bikes, swims, you name it, he does it, plus skateboarding.
Yep, I've been skateboarding since I'm about 4 years old.
Man, now what is it about skateboarding that you like so much?
Well, when I was little, I couldn't go walk, so I had to find a way of transportation. So I just hopped on a skateboard and started paddling around.
Now, you're not just doing transportation. We've seen you on the rails. We've seen you catching big air.
Yep.
What type of response do you get from the other kids when you're out at the skateboard park?
Well, the two main things I get is, wow, you're very good, and are you sponsored?
Are you sponsored? They all want to sponsor you.
Yeah. Shorties is a company that they're helping me out, so.
Okay. Now, when you ride the skateboard, you use shorter little stump legs.
I don't use no legs at all.
No legs at all?
I stick on the board and paddle with my hands.
Wow.
Yeah.
And of all the sports you do, you've run a mile in 6:15, 6:20, you ride the bike, you've done triathlon, you've competed with Robin Williams. Of all the sports you do, is skateboarding your favorite?
Well, for my hobby, skateboarding is my favorite.
But your goals down the line?
My goals down the line for swimming is to go to the Paralympics in the year 2004, and maybe for running if I can, and complete an Ironman.
Rudy Garcia Tolson is one of the world's most amazing double amputee athletes. He swims 5,000 yards a day, does triathlons with people like Academy Award winner Robin Williams, and can shred with the best on his skateboard. Let's take a look.
The event is number one, it's so much fun because the ride itself is beautiful. I get to come in contact with extraordinary people like Rudy, all the guys here, the people I met in the transition area. I mean, you meet amazing people.
Rudy Garcia Tolson's my hero. He's the whole reason that I'm in this sport. And on my webpage, I have him listed as my hero. I remember when I first met him, and I saw him and I noticed he had, legs, and I was all worried about just running 4 miles, and I said, wow, if he can do it, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to do this, and that was my inspiration.
Sports in general, I think, is a great way to stay, because physically you have to be in good shape, and doing drugs, you're not going to be able to be at your best physical shape. And being part of a team or even an individual sport, you're pushing your body, you're pushing yourself, so you have a lot more respect. I think you put a lot more respect into your body, and I think it's just a great way to pass time. I mean, if you're not doing the sport you love. You're probably in the gym working out, trying to become better at the sport that you love, so that you're always involved in just sports and you don't have a lot of time to think about other things. So if I had kids, I'd definitely get them into some sort of sport.
Talking about drinking and driving, I mean, I can definitely say, especially after this experience, I mean, even if you're a little bit tired, if you didn't have enough sleep or something like that, I don't want even to talk about drinking. Even like that, if you're tired, you can make some mistakes. They can be really dangerous. I mean, you can imagine if you're driving drunk, you know, and that big, you know, joke. Some people are saying, you know, I'm driving better when I'm drunk. You know, it's just you feel maybe better, but drinking and driving is like the deadliest thing you can possibly do.
Stay with us for more action.
Right here on the wild world of Planet X. Well, here we are at the end of the show. We had a great time being your guest host this week. For the Planet X cast and crew, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on the wild world of Planet X.
See you next time.
Planet X is brought to you by Sony, the official camera supplier to Planet X. Only Sony. And by Line-X Spray-On Truck Bed Liners, Extreme Protection, Line-X. And by Boatland of Escondido. Try the hot new B-52, the official boat of Planet X.
And by Calypso Cafe, fine cuisine, live entertainment, and the coolest spot in Leucadia on world-famous Highway 101. Go to calypsocafe.net and get a taste of the finest that Leucadia has to offer.
Our guest host, Tom Curran, is not just one of the world's best surfers, he's also an accomplished musician. This is Bob Abbott, and we'll catch you next week.
I'll be there to pick you the song. I'll be there to pick you up after school. And there are swaying fields that you play on. Let me come along with you. And even though we just begun, there's a world of give and take we must return. But I see you as a flower that blooms, a miracle came true. Hey, little dandelion, where do we go to find the sunshine where the wind doesn't blow? Hey, little dandelion, where do we go to find the sunshine where the wind doesn't blow?